through a little bit of collectible stuff here just to get a couple things out of the way. One of my call it prized possessions. It's one of those unique things that you just don't see, and it's just fun. Like it's just one of those things that's probably a lot bigger deal for those of us that are, from that era of the 70s and 80s and maybe even earlier, to be honest. So I have from 1978, actually January of 1978, this very lovely copy, and it is a very nice copy, actually, of the Star Wars Mad magazine. Yes. Star Wars Mad. Isn't that freaking great? Look how good Han Solo looks, by the way. Harrison Ford looks really good. Chewbacca and droids are pretty well copied over. I don't think they did such a great job on Mark Hamill or Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher doesn't look right, but look at Alec Guinness. Alec Guinness looks so good. It's so accurate. I love that the mask is sort of like kind of wonky on Alfred E. Newman. Yeah. So much fun, right? Star Wars was everywhere, man. Star Wars everywhere. So I had that. Thought I would share that. Most of my other stuff that's like that is actually from Empire and Jedi. So I don't remember there being too much of a gap in like 79 because there was already the buzz of Empire coming. But the Star Wars stuff at that point, all of the merch was dropping, all of the stuff, there was still so much buzz, but I don't know that there was a lot of theatrical presence. I haven't looked up the actual dates of what Star Wars was doing in box office in, let's say, 78 and 79. Empire obviously just changed the game because Empire raised the stakes. There were stakes, and then the shocking ending. You had so much going on. I came away feeling like Empire, like Vader lied. Like that was how I felt. And then you fast forward 3 more years, and you get Jedi, which was originally called Revenge of the Jedi, and a lot of things were changed. But at the end of the day, it felt like a rewarding close. It felt like, a good, solid trilogy that holds up to repeat viewing to this day. And it's so special. So let me just give you again. This is the perspective that I think is worth noting. This is in June. Star Wars Strikes Back. Beep off. R2D2 and C3PO. Lovable Yoda steals the Empire, in quotes, and America's affection. So this is People Weekly. People Weekly. Yoda was big. Look at Yoda. The writer was like, we're going to beep off. It's so funny. They were just like trying to be edgy back in the day. But there it is. Frank Oz making the copy of People Weekly in June of 1980. So right after the film drops in May. Actually, we just celebrated the 42nd anniversary about a week ago. This one's funny because it has a sticker on it. I've never peeled it off, so I don't know if the sticker will come off or not. This is a Star Wars 3 Return of the Jedi. George Lucas and friends wrap it all up. And this has got the mailing label on it. It's got a $1 sticker on it. I don't know where I got this from. Maybe I paid $1. I don't know. I actually don't remember. I've had these forever. This is May 23rd, 1983. Well, I know it wasn't mailed to me. I got it secondhand. It was mailed to someone who lives in Portland. So there you go. Time magazine. They call it Star Wars 3 Return of the Jedi. Look at that. Look at George. George being the boss. It was everywhere. Magazines, the merch, all the stuff. It was the stuff. This was Empire. This was a 1981. This is right before it drops. Oh, I left my card. There's a card in it. I don't know why. Maybe the person I got it from gave me the card. This one's a little more beat up. The label was ripped off. The Empire Strikes Back. This is May 19, 1980. So again, Time magazine showing off Vader. This is a Star Wars Galaxy trading card, an etched foil insert card. That came out in the 90s. I don't know why they threw that in. I don't remember if that was just something I got and just threw it in there because of space, or sometimes when you got so much stuff, folks, you just grab it. You don't want anything to happen to it. It could have been that, or I could have got it that way. This one's really, really sweet. I actually was shocked when I opened this. I mean, when I pulled these out today, the color on this. I mean, obviously it has a lot of little stress marks and stuff on the spine, but this is an official poster monthly. This is issue number 3, Empire Strikes Back, with Yoda on the cover. Mysteries of Yoda, the indignities of R2, whatever. Giant Yoda poster. This is 1980 as well. Where did I see that date? I saw the date. I thought I did. Oh, well. It's Empire Strikes Back. That's for sure. Obviously. So my point is trying to show you some things. Everything was on these things were just on newsstands everywhere. There was stuff everywhere. But this has got great color. This is really nice condition. It wouldn't really be gradable because of all of the stress marks on the spine, but it's a very, very nice copy to have. It's beautiful. I love it. Held on to that one. And talk about old school sci-fi. If you are old school sci-fi, you know what Starlog is. So this would be June of 1983, Return of the Jedi, Carrie Fisher, the lovely and lethal Princess Leia, plus revealing interview with director Richard Marquand. And then it also has Blue Thunder references, Connery and more, the 007s. So it's funny. So that's this part. Really nice. Starlogs, man. Starlogs are the bomb. Starlogs. And then the other side is actually a comic book. It's technically a magazine. But this is really a nice one. It's probably not gradable. I may have to send it over to my grading pressing guy to see if he can clean it up at all and if it's worthwhile. I don't know if I would sell it or not. I don't know. It's literally considered the first appearance, I think, of Boba Fett. I have to look. I'll look it up while we're talking about it. No, I'm not going to get to that right now. But this is Empire Strikes Back. There were so many things that you could get into, and it consumed everything. There really hasn't been anything. I mean, I know there are big things. Like I talk a lot about 1989 and Batman. I talk a lot about other movies and shows and phenomenon, but I'm like, imagine Batman combined with like American Idol, combined with maybe some Harry Potter. Like it's just because of the time. Like you couldn't, the theaters, it's just different. Like I don't know how to explain. There were not seats. You couldn't get in. You couldn't do things. So that's a little bit. And then I promise, I'll wait for Mags to open my cards. And I've shown this several times, so it's really not that big a deal to show. I'm very proud. I love this series. Dave Dorman did the covers on these. This is Dark Empire. This comes out in the 90s. It's almost like it should be the Star Wars film they should have made. These are beautiful. Every one of them has a sort of like painted cover. So anyway, just a little context of some of the cool stuff that was happening.
Yeah.